Hey guys, welcome to Nick the Quant, and today we got another post going over today's highest mathematical edge pick. Yesterday, I posted on my Instagram the Cleveland Guardians moneyline net cash. So now these plays, these highest mathematical edge plays I've been posting about, I have an overall record of 4-2, profiting 9.08 units. Looking to continue this today with a big pick today, a good edge on this as an underdog. Going to jump straight into the math on it, but first, before getting more into this, I post daily all my free sports betting plays on my X account at NickTheQuant44, so you'll have access there immediately when I run my model on each game to all of my picks throughout the day, rather than just this singular pick, even though it's been doing well. Give you some diversification and some edge across other games instead of just one. I always post my plays on X first, and then I work my way over to Instagram to post the highest mathematical edge pick there, and then YouTube for the analysis videos last. So, saying that, today's pick is the LA Angels money line at plus 135. This pick has a 53.69% probability as a pretty strong underdog, exhibiting plus 26.17% expected value. And using Kelly Criterion, right now 6th Kelly, like I've talked about in my past videos, we're risking 3.23% on this play. So jump into the math right here, and then the edge assessment to conclude how I came to this pick. Let's get a win here and continue performing well and just keep raking in the profit. All right, so for this pick, jumping straight into the math on it, going over the interior models of my ensemble model. All the probabilities you're seeing for the interior models are post-calibration, meaning they've already been calibrated. So none of these probabilities are pre-calibration. So getting right into it, Model 1 had the Blue Jays at a 65.22% probability. Model 2, also having Toronto at a 57.05. Model 3 on the Angels at a 62.82. Model 4 back on the Blue Jays at a 58.4. Model 5 again on the Blue Jays. Pretty strong probability here, like Model 1, having them at a 66.93. Model 6 back on the Angels, the Angels at a 57.05. Model 7 again back on the Blue Jays at a 63.62. Model 8 in a disadvantageous position for the Angels, having them at a 49.43. And then Model 9 to finish, having the Angels at a 52.53. So, given the weighting of my interior models, which are derived based off their Breyer scores, I do a weekly kind of model diagnostics or update to see the trending of how my probabilities are performing relative to their Breyer scores. This week went really well. Most of the Breyer scores across all of my models got better, so they decreased. Really, you weight your models based on the reliability and quality of the probabilities they're producing. So that whole process gets performed, and my ensemble model initially spits out the Blue Jays having a 54.16% probability. Now bringing in second layer calibration, which is calibrating my ensemble model's initial output, we can see that right now when my ensemble model produces a 54% probability, that only has a 40% win rate. So the second layer calibration is used, and that drops Toronto down to a 47.27% probability. Then implementing third layer calibration, we saw that today the Blue Jays market region aligned with, the Blue Jays aligned themselves with a market region that up to this point in the season only has a 45% win rate. So that calibration is then applied to that second layer calibrated probability of the 47.27, giving a finalized third layer final calibration probability for the Angels being favored at a 53.69% probability at plus 135 odds is where I got them. This exhibits both mathematical edge, but also strong financial edge and clear rational positioning to take mathematically on the Angels following probability theory. That is exhibited by, number one, the Angels at their odds and their calculated probability have a 26.17% positive expected value. And then furthermore, now understanding how to risk or how to weigh our risk based off of the probabilistic edge that we have, that is where now we would use Kelly Criterion. Right now I'm using a 6th Kelly. So instead of a full Kelly, which would be incredibly aggressive in a position like this because Kelly Criterion relies on your probabilities being perfect, which in sports is essentially impossible. You want to be able to scale your Kellys, which across industries, usually it's acceptable anywhere from like an 8th Kelly down to a 4th Kelly. So I'm at a 6th right now, which comes out to me risking 3.23%. 1% risk would be 1 unit of my bankroll. A unit is 1% for me. So we'd be risking 3.23 units on the Angels money line. So lock this bet in. And as always, check out my X account at NickTheQuant44 to get access to all of my picks and plays. Any insight that I have, any updates, all that I post on my X account to keep you guys up to date as quick as possible. And then my Instagram is where I post more detail into my picks results, my highest mathematical edge picks, and then here on my YouTube I break down the videos of the math. So thanks for watching, lock this pick in, and let's keep winning.